So hey, what's up guys, it's B-Dog. Today I'm doing a video that I had up a while ago, but I took it down because it sucks. Blu-ray Collection video, that's what this is. That's why I'm dressed up. I really like this tie. It's a great color, and I really wanted to use it for something, but it's kind of bright and flashy, so I don't know where to actually use it at because some stuff too formal to do, and then other places people would look at me weird if I walked in with a tie. So Blu-ray Collection, no particular order. It's just kind of all over the place. Some of them will be in semi-alphabetic in their section of which I present them because I had it alphabetized at one point, but then I just stopped and just kind of a mess happened, and so I'm not going to even touch it. I'm going to start off with my regular Blu-ray cases, and then I'm going to go into my more special stuff like steel books and things of that nature, and I hope that I have everything in here. If I don't, that'll suck. So this is what my collection looks like on the floor. Probably nothing compared to what some of you have, but whatever. Alex Cross. This movie is kind of hated specifically for one scene. I found it interesting at the time. It's just a decent movie. Adjustment Bureau. I haven't seen it. Vantage Point. Great thriller, interesting concept. Rio. Fun movie for kids. The Revenant. Great psychological thriller. Red. Interesting spy movie. Decent one of Bruce Willis in the modern age. Slumdog Millionaire. Interesting concept related to a game show. Gritty, cool. Glad it's a movie that's not about white people. Apollo 13. Interesting historical drama. Tom Hanks is great. Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. I found this movie fun when I first watched it, but It Follows. Interesting concept, great thriller. Here Comes the Boom. Fun movie to watch about MMA and Zero Dark 30. Interesting historical biopic of people tracking down that dirt bag known as Osama bin Laden. Robots. Fun movie, cool robots. How can you go wrong? Red Dawn. Interesting post-apocalyptic movie with Charlie Sheen and Patrick Swayze. Better than the remake. 7. Interesting concept, very unique. Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman are great in this movie, tracking this guy down. It's got a very interesting concept. The ending did throw me a little bit for a loop. Watch out for that, but I still thought this was a great movie. Rudy, haven't seen it. Labyrinth. I can't talk enough about this movie because it's so fantastical and awesome, and David Bowie is the man. It's just kind of fun and just like almost a drug trip at times, but it's great. World War Z. Kind of a letdown. Cookie cutter zombie movie. Could have done it better. It was gritty and, you know, kind of concepts that have already been explored. Not really too interesting. Underwhelming. Safe House. Interesting thriller. Denzel Washington, Ryan Reynolds. Good movie. X-Men Days of Future Past. I thought it was one of the better X-Men movies. Interesting X-Men movie. White Men Can't Jump. This movie really threw me for a loop. I should probably talk about it some more. A movie about basketball and two guys who have really great chemistry. That ending just doesn't sit right. And not in a good way. The Wolverine. Good movie? The Amazing Spider-Man 2 could have been way better. I think these are better than the Tobey Maguire movies, but it really wasn't all that great. I'm a huge fan of Emma Stone, but other than that, this movie kind of went bleh. Interesting CGI, I guess. Backwards Order, The Amazing Spider-Man. It's basically the same problems, except it wasn't as cool. Still Emma Stone, but no, it couldn't save it. A Few Good Men. Great movie starring Tom Cruise and Demi Moore. Really interesting movie. 127 hours. Great portrayal of this character by James Franco. Interesting movie. It's good. 12 Rounds. I thought this was actually decent, fun. John Cena put in a good performance. 3:10 to Yuma. Interesting movie, fun western. Captain America Civil War. Great superhero film. Great portrayal of the conflict between Cap and Iron Man. Brick Mansions. Movie just made for showing parkour. That's it. And then you have Paul Walker. Braveheart. Great character portrayal by Mel Gibson. Great movie. Very intense. Boiler Room, probably the best performance of Vin Diesel's career. Interesting movie that was actually the same story as Wolf of Wall Street. Blues Brothers, haven't seen it. Birdman, great movie. Emma Stone is great, as per usual. Michael Keaton was great as well. Zach Galifianakis, Edward Norton, great movie. Check it out, please. The Big Short. Check out this movie, if nothing, to know more about what happened in 2008 with the stock market crash, I would definitely look up some more stuff afterwards to make sure that you have your facts straight. Don't tout it straight from the movie because that is not a good idea ever. Just kind of a window into it, good idea. Behind Enemy Lines, letdown of a movie. I shouldn't have got it. Zathura, fun ripoff of Jumanji in a space setting. 3 Predator movies. Predator, Predator 2, and Predators. I haven't seen any of these. G.I. Joe, Rise of the Cobra. I mean, what do you expect when you put Channing Tatum in an action role where there's not really anybody around him to support him too well? The story's ugh. Gridiron Gang. I really like this movie. I think it's a great performance by Rock and Ludacris. Interesting story about football. I love sports movies, so it hits me right here. So. Scream, one of my favorite horror movies. Great kind of spoof-esque, even though it did horror better than most horror movies. Sandlot, childhood classic. Source Code, interesting concept. Transformers, the only good one out of the series. Trouble with a Curve, there are a lot of great elements about this film, and then there's some stuff that's just kind of blah. Blitz, interesting movie, great portrayal by Jason Statham, cool movie. Winter's Bone, Jennifer Lawrence won Best Actress for this movie. You know, it's not going to be for everyone, I know. I found it kind of interesting. It was gritty, though. Highlander. I love the beginning scene of this movie so much because it has pro wrestling in it. The Freebirds Forever, baby. I don't even know how to do their symbol. I just did Bullet Club / The Click. Highlander, interesting movie. Great movie. Point Break, fun movie. Great portrayal by Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze. Check it out. Cool movie. Pacific Rim. Cool robot action movie. Check it out. Olympus Has Fallen. Better than White House Down. Great portrayal by Jared Butler, Morgan Freeman, and Aaron Eckhart. Fun, cool action movie. Intense and not cheaply made with comedy. No Country for Old Men. I have to watch this one again, I think, for me to fully grasp it. But it was great when I first watched it. My Cousin Vinny. Funny movie. Great performance by Joe Pesci and Marissa Tomei. Funny movie. The Monuments Men. I like this movie. Kind of had an all-star ensemble cast. And I thought it was an interesting story, cool comedy and dialogue. And I think that's what it was supposed to be, even though it was a war movie. Ghost Protocol. Alex and I would quote this thing for weeks after it first came out. It was fun. It was cool. It was interesting. Good movie. Maggie. Probably the best performance I've seen out of Arnold Schwarzenegger, hands down. Great zombie movie. Oblivion, kind of subpar, futuristic, post-apocalyptic movie with twist at the end. I mean, it's kind of interesting, but I wouldn't say it's completely worth it to watch it. Man on a Ledge, interesting concept, cool scenes, good. Man of Steel, good Superman origin story. Marley and Me, funny movie. Master and Commander. Great performance by Russell Crowe. Interesting movie about sailing in the 1800s that doesn't involve a crazy-ass dreadlock pirate that just says stupid crap and somehow always ends up on top. Miracle. Great performance in 1980 hockey team win over the Russians. That was a monumental event for those who weren't around back then. Good movie. Lockout. Interesting concept taken into space. Good movie. Hide and Seek, interesting concept for a movie. Great portrayal by Robert De Niro and Dakota Fanning. The Dark Knight Rises. Great portrayal by Tom Hardy, not the best of the series. It was kind of a good movie. The Dark Knight, one of the best superhero movies of all time. Fantastic performance by Heath Ledger. I know that's like a broken record because everybody else says it, but it's true. Batman Begins, great performance by Liam Neeson, Christian Bale. I should have said that about the other movies in the Dark Knight trilogy, but great movie. Babe, Pig in the City. I didn't realize until after I got this one that there was actually a movie that came out before it, but this is a very weird movie, but it's all right. I really like the end song. It kind of makes me feel good, so I guess I could say I like it. Avengers, best superhero movie. The Hurt Locker, I haven't seen this one all the way through. I Am Legend, I just realized that there are actually short stories that this is based off of. It's a fairly interesting movie, from what I remember. Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Great start to the series. Great movie, I prefer the originals though. Star Trek Into Darkness, good movie. The Stanford Prison Experiment, interesting movie, kind of a letdown on some performance and storytelling aspects though. I thought it was going to be better than it was. Scooby-Doo, The live action versions, not the crappy Cartoon Network ones. Don't watch those. Those suck. I've watched both of them. They suck. These movies are actually fun. They have great portrayals of the characters, and I prefer 2 over 1, but whatever. Scooby-Doo, fun movies, not good, but fun. Independence Day, interesting sci-fi movie, not great. It had some good performances in it. Will Smith was eh. Hoosiers, good movie from my home state. Really encapsulates Indiana basketball. Spider-Man 3, I hear, is the worst out of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans, but I haven't seen it in a really long time, so I can't say. Spider-Man 2, supposedly this is best out of the Tobey Maguire series. I haven't seen it in a really long time, so I can't comment. Inside Out, my second favorite Pixar movie. Jobs, great portrayal of Steve Jobs. Dodgeball, fun movie about dodgeball. Great performances by Vince Vaughn and Ben Stiller. Dancing with Wolves, I haven't seen it. Copland, seen part of it. Croods, fun animation movie. Crash, highly overrated, should not have won Best Picture, but alright, good movie. Collateral, fantastic action movie. Great performances by Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx. Cloverfield, great found footage movie. This movie is not as good as 10 Cloverfield Lane, but it's better than Cloverfield Paradox. Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2, I've only seen the first one. It was alright, but I kind of got lost in the movie. The Shallows, visually stunning movie, good performance by Blake Lively, kind of a cliched shark movie, but there were some great shots in it. That's what really made the movie. American Gangster, good movie, Denzel Washington and Russell Crowe. Childhood movie, Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase, I really need to watch this sometime soon. I remember watching it and just liking it so much. It was fun. Gran Torino, great movie. I have to watch it again. Chicago, kind of a little bit hard to follow, but still a great movie. 42, great biopic, great performance by Chadwick Boseman, great performance by Harrison Ford, just all around great movie. Grudge Match, a fun movie for those who are fans of Rocky and Raging Bull, but otherwise really not a good movie. Okay, Shawshank Redemption, fantastic movie. Great performance by Tim Robbins and Morgan Freeman. Taken, the best of the series, fun, interesting movie in special effects that they can't really do it now. And that's the truth. U-571, decent movie. Gone Baby Gone, interesting directorial debut by Ben Affleck. Spaceballs, funny movie. How to Train Your Dragon 2, better than the first. Great animation movie. Flash Gordon, fun 80s sci-fi movie. Good Will Hunting, great performances by Robin Williams and Matt Damon. Gravity, interesting space thriller. Guardians of the Galaxy, great portrayal of a little-known property. Funny, interesting, cool. G.I. Joe Retaliation. The only reason that this movie is better than the first one is that it has more of The Rock and less of Channing Tatum. Age of Adeline, interesting concept for a movie. Great romance. Check it out. Snitch, interesting movie. A good movie. Sixth Sense, one of M. Night Shyamalan's best. Sin City, great cinematography, interesting story, cool action and stuff like that. Kind of a film noir, comic book style kind of thing. It has weird elements blended together, but it's a good movie. Scream 2, great movie. Not better than the first, but still great. Scream 3, probably the worst in the series, but still great movie. Okay, Scream 4, I think I just barely liked it better than 3. And I think the ending was better than Scream 3. That's partly to me what makes it better. Overall, it's just kind of, it's good. Spider-Man, I was not a fan. I found Tobey Maguire to be too cringy. Happy Feet, fun kids movie. Fury, interesting war movie. Great performances by Michael Pena, Brad Pitt, and Logan Lerman. Glory Road, good basketball movie. The Gray, interesting Arctic thriller. 500 Days of Summer, great movie, kind of heartbreaking. Sully had some interesting points, a little bit of a dry movie. The Polar Express, one of my favorite Christmas movies, one of my favorite kids animated movies. Creed, great first installment of a spin-off series from the Rocky series, great performance by Michael B. Jordan, Sylvester Stallone. Magnificent Seven, interesting Western based off of the movie from the 1960s, which was based off of Seven Samurai. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, fun, interesting concept of an animated movie. Suicide Squad, could have been way better, could have been, well, more well-developed. Interesting historical movie. Valkyrie, good movie. Titanic, one of my favorite romance movies. Interesting, fun, great performance by Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. Rain Man, one of my favorite movies. Great relationship between Dustin Hoffman's character and Tom Cruise's character. Project Almanac, I thought this movie was good, and it was a fun found footage movie. The Princess Bride, also a great romance. Oh, shoot. I had it upside down. Interesting romance movie. I have 2 copies of Reservoir Dogs. You'll see the other later on. This is one of my favorite movies. It's Quentin Tarantino's best. Mad Max Fury Road. Great post-apocalyptic car action movie. Mad Max, started watching it, stopped watching it. Lego movie, better than Ninjago, but not as good as Lego Batman. I'll talk about Lego Batman later. Deadpool, great superhero movie. The Exorcist, my favorite movie of all time. Fittingly, it's last on my regular Blu-rays. Oh, shoot, no it's not. Ugh. I have the Expendable series next. The first one, good movie. You know, it is what it is. It's fun, it's cool, it's an action movie. Expendables 2 as well, and Expendables 3, they're kind of just, they're pushing it, just putting a bunch of action heroes together. That's the whole point. It's what it is. My Blu-rays that I have slipcovers for. Chronicle, interesting found footage movie. Great performance by Dane DeHaan and Michael B. Jordan. Manchester by the Sea, I need to watch this one again to make sure that I understood fully, because it's a great movie, and it feels greater the more I think about it. Great first 10 minutes, then it kind of just... The Blu-ray cover's cool, that music video thing at the beginning is awesome, and it just makes me feel it, but then they kind of crap the bed. Inception, great movie. Unfriended, interesting, good found footage movie. I will fight anyone who says it isn't. Interstellar, this movie let me down a little bit. It was kind of confusing. Wish they would have made it a little bit more clearer. Jurassic World, fun installment in the Jurassic Park franchise. Kung Fu Panda, fun kids movie, great performance by Jack Black. I actually had an all-star cast in it, and it's just a fun kids movie about a panda. Power Rangers, better than I thought it was going to be. Could have been better, but it was interesting. I wish they would have developed the characters just a little bit more, or tried to be more on that end, but they just tried to, I think they tried to focus a little bit too hard on the whole action Power Rangers, you know, appeal to the wider audiences. It would have made a better movie if it would have just scaled it back just a little bit. Paranormal Activity, I like the first one and the second one, but I don't like the third one. Not a good movie. Now You See Me, I thought this was fun and interesting. The second one's just stupid. It's still kind of fun. It was cool, and I thought the twist was great. Zootopia, interesting social commentary, fun animation. Yeah, great. Finding Dory, great Pixar movie. Great portrayal of Dory. She's not annoying, which was a problem that people feared. Fight Club, great movie, great slipcover. Fargo, fantastic movie, great character performances by William H. Macy. Some other people, oh, Steve Buscemi, that's who's another one is, yeah. Castaway, great movie. Great performance by Tom Hanks, he really digs into the character. Argo, I didn't see this one all the way through. The 4 old Batmans, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, and Batman and Robin. The first 2 are good. Batman Forever and Batman and Robin aren't really that good. My slipcover's falling apart, unfortunately. Spider-Man Homecoming, the best portrayal of Spider-Man. Tom Holland, you're the man. Nausicaa, the Valley of the Wind. The Breakfast Club, great slipcover, great movie. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Great spin-off from the Harry Potter franchise. Cool, fun, all there. Okay, so now I'm going to go into my steelbooks. King Kong. I find this to be a great movie. I find it to be interesting and a great character portrayal of King Kong with the girl, I can't remember her name, but I found elements in there to be very compelling. And I really like this movie a lot. Jurassic Park, great movie. Now here's my steelbook for Reservoir Dogs, one of my favorite movies. Awesome steelbook for Space Jam. It's a fun movie, but you're not going to get much more out of it than that. Lego Batman, the best installment in the Lego movies. Interesting portrayal of Batman. Scarface, I haven't seen it. Django Unchained, great movie. Okay, so now I have like my multi-pack movies, but they're special ones. They're not just like the double features like I had. Ghostbusters 1 and 2, both fun, cool, really funny movies. Gone Girl, every time I think about this movie, the more it compels me. It's just such a really interesting story. David Fincher, you're the man. Cars 3, best Cars movie. Actually, a very interesting movie, and probably the best way that they could have put this one after they crapped the bed on the second one. Rocky, one of the best franchises of all time, I'd say. It had a really solid first 3 entries. It kind of dipped off a little bit after that, but it did come back in Rocky Balboa. So yeah, the first one is great, and the second one is also great, and the third one is pretty damn good. And then the fourth one is good, fifth one is alright, sixth one, good. Planet of the Apes, this is such a fantastic series, especially through the first 3, and also, like, I have trouble remembering the 4 and 5 a little bit, but I remember them as great movies. So yeah, check these out. Lord of the Rings, just all 3 great movies, one of the best trilogies of all time. Probably my favorite franchise of all time, without question. Harry Potter, I just love these movies so much. Oh, I forgot one. The whole Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The only reason I got it because it has the masks. They're falling out. Next, I have my big boys. I'm not going to talk about these much because I'll talk about the other one more because I haven't talked about it all. But here's my Nakatomi Plaza. It's got all 5 diehards in it. Don't check out the last one, Good Day to Die Hard. It's really not that good. It's a bad movie. But the first one, the second one, the third one are great. The fourth one is good. For a while, I thought that was my best, but then I got some common sense. There are just some flaws with that movie, but it's still great, and this is awesome. Check it out. I did an unboxing. Please go check that out. Home Alone paint can. I've seen some of these movies before, and yeah, but Home Alone is awesome, and I need to watch these again sometime soon. So yeah, but I don't know when I will because they're Christmas movies, and so it kind of throws everything off. This is just cool. It has an ornament in there as well, and it's also got the discs of the movies. There's 5 of them if I remember correctly, so yeah. Okay, so that's it for this video. I've taken far too long, but I surprised me about how many movies I actually had. So yeah, but okay. That's going to be it for this video. Please like, comment what you thought of this video, comment what you thought of all my movies. I know there's a lot here. I'm going to try and trim down this video as much as humanly possible. Also, follow me on Twitter and follow me on Instagram. I'll put the links in the description below, and I'll probably put right up here what they are. But that's going to be it for this video. Please subscribe. So that's it. See you later. B-Dog. Out.